The Obama Deception. Get it today in high-quality DVD with all the extras at Infowars.com. Also, we've added 12 new T-shirts, and there's all these new ones we're about to add. Just check out the new T-shirts at Infowars.com, big banner at the top. And one of our sponsors I want to let you know about is eFoodsDirect.com. With all the swine flu, crazy stuff that's come out, it's just another example of how we're in an uncertain world with the media talking about martial law and, you know, how they want to quarantine people and force inoculations. And they just showed me 10 cities in Austin they're already setting up, and Hooge was trying to tell me yesterday about it. I didn't even cover it. And I've got another article about incinerators for people during the flu. I mean, you can't make this up. In fact, Hooge, just throw the article up. We're going to play it after Bob leaves us to start off with Alan Watt coming up in about 10 minutes. But anyways, with all this craziness going on, ladies and gentlemen, you know, with Napolitano saying even if this is no big deal, something coming up next is a big deal. Go to eFoodsDirect.com, the highest quality storable foods company out there. With the recession, the depression, the talk of war, it's smart to be self-sufficient, to have firearms and food. eFoodsDirect.com, the letter eFoodsDirect.com, or 1-800-409-5633, 1-800-409-5633. Okay, going back to Bob Chapman. Bob, back to the economy. You've got a lot of data on that. I mean, notice how Chrysler goes under 2 days ago, and then the stock market shoots up as the plunge protection team dumps money in. What do you see happening in the short term and then long term?
Well, I think the short term, the Dow Jones has run its course, and I think that's as far as they're going to take it. We're looking at a reverse head and shoulders on gold and silver, which has been being completed right now. They should shoot back up again quite soon. We're looking at the economy is not going to revive. For the next year and a half, we'll probably go sideways to slightly lower. In other words, the GDP, which in the fourth quarter was a minus 6.3%, minus 6.1% in the first quarter, will probably be minus 5 in the second quarter, and maybe minus 4 during the last half of the year. Next year it might go to even. And that's it. And that's the extent of any revival that they could have in the economy. Right now, it's still on its back. There's been no improvement. And so when they do these things, which should have never been started in the first place, that is bailing out Wall Street, the financial companies, GE, AIG, and then now General Motors and particularly Chrysler, which has been put into bankruptcy, they know, because of their own plans, that Chrysler and GM are not going to make it. They've already made that decision.
That's right, they have. Back at 70 seconds, final segment with Bob Chapman of the InternationalForecaster.com. I'm Alex Jones. Alan Watts coming up. We are back live. Transmission is half over, half full. We got Alan Watt coming up in about 7-8 minutes. Then we've got one of the engineers coming on with the explosive thermite residue in the towers getting international attention all over foreign, Dutch, British, German, Japanese TV. The whole world's freaking out over this, the information that Professor Stephen Jones first brought out. Now with more and more scientists getting other samples that are confirmed, chain of custody controlled. Big news there. Bob, talking about myself for a moment, and we'll finish up with the economy, because I'm just a gauge of all this. I have this Max Blumenthal attacking me, saying increasingly influential online conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. Many gun show attendees I spoke with were convinced Obama planned to usher in a Marxist dictatorship. I have MSNBC today attacking me with some comment on a message board saying, you know, something bad about Mexico. It has nothing to do with me. I have CNN attacking me yesterday, calling me a, evil conspiracy theorist. They are really coming after me, and I know why. I'm saying arrest the bankers. They've committed crimes. Ron Paul has agreed. Audit the Fed, in the Fed, and then you get the top politically. You fixed it, and then you can start, reversing things. Do you agree that's why they're coming after me right now?
Well, they are hurting. The information that you're putting out is crippling them. They're frantic, and they don't know which way to turn. And you've got them running around in circles, screaming, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. That's why you're getting attacked. You know you're being effective when you're getting attacked.
Yeah, when I say, I've got them running around, Bob Chapman does, all of us together, the stuff you've been doing for 40 years, but they certainly are now focusing in on me. I mean, mainstream news is saying I'm like the poobah now, and I don't like it, Bob, I'll tell you. I don't like the feeling of the eye of Sauron looking at me.
Well, you don't have any choice. You selected the right path of truth to bring to the people, and this is an occupational hazard. This is the part of what you're going to have to put up with. And
no, I agree with you.
With that.
But I mean, it's also a good feeling to know I'm already in too deep and there's no going back.
Well, look, you keep on shooting back, keep on exposing them. This morning I did 11 programs before 11 o'clock. I'm going to drive them crazy, just like you are. And I was on with Gordon Liddy this morning. We're getting to them, believe me.
Yeah, Bob, you're just incredible. You deserve so much credit. I know you don't want it. You just want your grandkids to be free, but been doing this for 45 years and just immeasurable. And that's the reason they haven't killed us, is there's too many of us. There's too many Bob Chapmans and Alex Joneses and G. Edward Griffins, and, the work of Aaron Russo goes on, even though he died of cancer. And all these other people, Lynn Horowitz's and Alan Watts and all of them, that we are kicking their butt, and they know that we're beginning. It's like they've been beating us in a fight, but suddenly it's switched in the 8th round, and if we want it more than they want, we're in the fight, is the way I would put it.
Well, you speak about there's a lot of people out there doing it. We want millions more, or at least thousands more, to help us. Word of mouth is fine, but there's people out there who have the same abilities that we have, and they've got to get in this fight. They got to get in and get publications and get pamphlets out to people and get on the Internet and try to get a program. I mean, I sent somebody who I thought was worthy to Ted the other day to start a program. It's important to get in there.
Absolutely. TheInternationalForecaster.com. We'll talk to you again next week. Thanks for all your time, Bob. We know we love you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You bet. Yeah, Bob Chapman is breaking out huge as well. I tell you, this is exciting, and I am so glad that people are